Hey, deep divers. Ready to level up your thinking?
Always.
Awesome. Today, we're diving headfirst into the world of online gaming. But get this, we're not just talking about high scores and epic loot drops.
No.
Nope. We're going deep with a Netflix documentary called The Remarkable Life of Ibelin.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
It's seriously going to make you rethink what you thought you knew about virtual reality and the whole question of whether you can really, truly live a meaningful life inside a digital world.
I'm already hooked.
But before we go any further, deep divers, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Let's jump in.
Let's do it.
So this documentary, it follows the story of Mats Steen, a young man from Norway who lived with a severe degenerative muscular disease.
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah, we're talking very limited mobility. He spent most of his life online, mainly in this game called World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, that's, pretty intense.
Yeah, it can be, and you can kind of imagine how his parents felt, right?
I mean, yeah. You'd naturally think that because of his physical limitations, he'd miss out on those essential human experiences like love, friendship, making a difference in the world.
Exactly. But here's where the story takes this incredible turn. Mats sadly passed away in his sleep at just 25.
Hmm.
And then something amazing happened. His parents started getting all these messages from people they didn't even know, from all over the world.
Come all over.
Yeah. It turns out they were all Mats' friends, but from World of Warcraft.
Hold on, so these were people he'd met and connected with online.
That's right. And that's when it hit his parents, just how much they had underestimated his life. The documentary really gets into this, using animation, actual text logs from the game, interviews with the real people behind these online friends to basically rebuild Matt's life in this online world.
Because they were like piecing together this digital life he had.
Exactly. And it's seriously mind-blowing how they bring you right into his world. You see the humor, the empathy, the real genuine connections he formed as his character, Ibelin Redmoore.
Ibelin? Huh, what kind of character was he?
He was this charming, quick-witted detective, like kind of a heartthrob.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You see his flirty banter with one female character and then this deep supportive friendship he builds with another.
So it wasn't all just slaying dragons and stuff. There was real emotion there.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating is that the documentary doesn't try to sugarcoat things. It shows how complex those online relationships can be, just like any close friendship you'd have in real life.
Yeah, with all the ups and downs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Joys, challenges, all that emotional depth.
That's powerful.
It really is. And this film, it's not just sitting there gathering dust on Netflix.
No way.
People are finding it super moving. It's sparking all these discussions online about the power of digital connection, making people question the whole idea of whether online gaming is just escapism or if it can actually be something more.
Wow. Sounds like we've got a lot to unpack here.
We do, but first we got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to dive deeper into The Remarkable Life of Ibelin.
All right, so we're back in the game. And one thing that really struck me about this documentary is how it tackles this whole idea of identity in the digital age. Like Mats.
Yeah.
He was confined by his physical limitations, right? But in the game, as Ibelin, he found this incredible sense of freedom. You know what I mean?
Totally. It's like in the online world, we can kind of shed those real world limitations, try on different identities, almost like clothes, seeing which ones fit,
Yeah, exactly. It's like self-discovery almost.
Yeah.
And for Mats, it allowed him to connect with others in a deeper way, like beyond the boundaries of his physical world.
And it makes you think, how much of our lives are online now?
Yeah.
Especially for younger generations, it's like everything's happening in these digital spaces.
It's true. Social media, online communities, work, school. It's like we're weaving this massive digital tapestry of our lives,
Wow. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. But it raises some pretty big questions, right?
Definitely. Like, what does it even mean to have a real identity anymore? Is our online self any less real than our physical self? Can we have multiple selves in these different realms? The documentary really makes you wrestle with that.
It's a real mind bender. But let's go back to Mats for a sec. The documentary doesn't shy away from showing that he faced challenges, even online. Like there's this one scene where he gets into a heated argument with another player.
Oh, wow. What happened?
Well, it's clear that some of his real-world frustrations were kind of bubbling up.
Yeah, I can see that. I
Yeah,
mean, it's a good reminder that we bring our whole selves to these online worlds, baggage and all.
totally. It's not just real life versus online life.
Hmm.
They're all mixed up, influencing each other.
Yeah, totally intertwined. And that makes the story even more powerful, right? Because it shows that Mats wasn't this perfect, idealized character. He was a real person with flaws and emotions, just like us.
Right? Just trying to navigate life.
Yeah.
And towards the end, the filmmakers do this super interesting thing where they start to blur the lines between the real and the virtual worlds.
Oh, how do they do that?
It's hard to explain, but they use visuals,
Ah,
like they blend the animation of World of Warcraft with real-life footage.
I see. I see.
And it creates this sense that the two worlds, they're not really separate. They're part of a larger human experience.
I get it. Like, think about it. Our online interactions can be just as meaningful as the ones we have offline.
Absolutely. We form friendships, we build communities, we share experiences, we even fall in love online.
That's so true. And those connections, they're real. They matter.
Exactly. And that's what I love about this documentary. It forces us to rethink what it means to live a life, to have meaningful experiences, to connect with other people. It's like the lines aren't so clear anymore.
It's really a powerful message, especially in our world where technology is always pushing those boundaries.
So true. And it's making me wonder. And we're back, ready to wrap up our deep dive into the remarkable life of Ibelin.
Ready as I'll ever be. I feel like this doc has really challenged us.
No kidding, right. It's really made us reconsider how we think about life, both online and offline.
Totally, like our assumptions about gaming, about digital connection, even about what it means to live a meaningful life.
It's definitely been a wild ride.
Yeah.
So we've talked about Matt's story, his online relationships, how the film blurs the lines between the real and virtual worlds. But there's one more thing we got to touch on.
Oh, and what's that?
Legacy. That mark we leave on the world, what we leave behind when we're gone, it's something that comes up throughout the whole film.
Yeah, that makes sense. And not just those big achievements, right? It's about the little things, too.
Exactly. The kindness, the connections, those small ways we touch people's lives. And that's what Matt's story shows so well. He might not have had fame or fortune in the traditional sense, but man, through his online interactions, he really left an impact.
Yeah, he did. I mean, think about all those messages his parents got after he died.
I know, right? Stories about how he helped his online friends, supported them, made them feel seen. That's a powerful legacy.
It really is. And it shows you that real human connection, it can happen anywhere. Like Mats showed us that you can touch lives, leave a legacy, make a difference in the digital world just as much as in the physical one.
It's pretty amazing. So, deep divers, as we power down and log out of this deep dive into the remarkable life of Ibelin, I want to leave you with a question.
Ooh, hit us with it.
What kind of digital legacy are you building?
Whoa, that's a deep one.
It is. But it's worth thinking about. In our world, every online action, every word, every interaction is part of that digital legacy.
That's a good point.
And so be kind, be empathetic, be you, and make those connections count. You never know how you might impact someone else, even in the digital world.
Well said.
And hey, before you go off and build that awesome digital legacy, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this deep dive with your friends. We'll catch you on the next level.